Welcome to Brainstorm MTG. I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Mass. We have Lucas on Delver versus Adam on Death Shadow. Deck that has not seen very much play lately, but may be very well positioned. Let's see how this plays out. Leading out with a fetch land for a Watery Grave and a Thoughtseize, doing 5 to himself. We see Supreme Verdict and Abrupt Decay along with Force and Brainstorm. Oh, is that Supreme Verdict? Might have misread that there. Let's see. We've got Brainstorm and Force of Will in hand. Abrupt Decay. No problem. Not when you're reanimating Street Wraith. Oh, and that's what's happening. Awesome. So life total is just plummeting here. Adam likely down to, I believe, 9 life. Now 7? Death Shadow. Just now. Does have black and blue. Fire off everything in his deck. He's got this Abrupt Decay. That hits the Death Shadow. Another Reanimate would be welcome. Here's a Ponder. Force of Negation. Wasteland taking out that Trop. That Street Wraith does actually have Swamp Walk. Not irrelevant here. Adam sees a Snuff Out. I'll be pushing him very low on life, I believe, down to 3. Hands going back and now fetching. Underground Sea. Ponder. That's not good enough. I believe the major change here that we're looking at is Force of Negation in for the previously pretty solid Stubborn Denial. Change. Pick up here. Under Young Pyromancer on board. Pretty bad. I thought I had Snuff Out in hand. So it's a very risky thing to let Lucas go wide around the Street Wraith. Lightning Bolt, and that's probably going to do it if he doesn't have a counter. He does have Force of Negation. That pitches the Force of Will, forcing back. And Snuff Out. Final 4 points of life there. Otherwise, it's 1 point of damage from the token. Adam trying to stay outside of bolt range. Definitely part of the complicated strategy of Death Shadow. I really love this deck. I mean, I've played a lot of Magic, and I don't think I've finished a tournament or even probably a match of Magic playing Death Shadow where I felt like I played it perfectly. There's a lot of decks where, I mean, it's fairly deterministic. Decks like Storm, there are potentially different lines, but very often there are just superior lines. Death Shadow is super complicated. You're using your life to such a resource. You know, when you're ad nauseam, however you'd say that, you're casting ad nauseum Storm. You're just trading your life for cards. Like, you're trying to just win the game there on the spot. Whereas with Death Shadow, you're using your life total for a gain that might not even happen that game. You might not even draw a Death Shadow. You might end up just winning with like Delvers and Street Wraiths or a Gurmag Angler. So it is very difficult to evaluate perfectly the best lines with the deck. I really enjoy playing it. It's a real challenge to try and apply all of your Magic knowledge and play as optimally as possible. And you know, even after the match, like looking back, I do enjoy seeing it on camera because it's like, man, that really, something that I thought was a good play ended up being just really an unnecessary loss of life. Maybe put myself in a situation where I really didn't need to. And then there are other times where it's like, oh, if I had just pushed harder, then I actually would have gotten there with a more aggressive line. So fascinating deck. Hopefully we'll see a bunch of it on camera. We'll see how Adam does with it. Often puts up very good results here at ELD's Time Ball Game. So imagine if he does well with it, he'd consider continuing it for a few weeks. Brainstorm in response for Watery Grave. Paid 2 life to be able to respond to this. And we see a Reanimate in hand. Backside of Delver is a liability that Street Wraith gets around, having a big old 4-butt. Toughness a lot easier to deal with than 4 in this format. Lightning Bolt. Lightning. Of course, the evasion from Death Shadow, a little bit more difficult to actually block. Swamp Walk, once they have a swamp, is actually legit unblockable compared to Delver, or opposing Delvers can stabilize. There are things you can do to get rid of your swamps. Some of them are not exactly welcome. A Wasteland, now a Death Shadow. Adam looking like he's in tremendous shape here. Cycling Street Wraith. Hold on for one more turn here. I mean, I guess Abrupt Decay. Abrupt Decay would be a good one. Now swinging. Abrupt Decay does clear this Death Shadow. Cannot touch the Street Wraith. Talking about it being difficult to remove. Of course, Lightning Bolt can't touch it, but also Abrupt Decay can't handle that 5 casting cost. True Name Nemesis will stabilize against it, though it may win the race coming back. Oh, and now Ren and 6 teaming up. Lightning Bolt and Flusterstorm saves the day. Sequencing. Probably light error there from Lucas. He had gone ahead and played the Lightning Bolt first. It's conceivable that Adam would not have Flusterstormed there. Instead, trying to Flusterstorm the second bolt. Possible. Ren and 6 would not have been able to be countered by that Flusterstorm. minor talking point there, I guess. Big fan of giving my opponents chances to make mistakes. Very easy to kind of forget how easy it is to make errors, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things that I think people discount in their playtesting. I see a lot of takebacks. I see a lot of kind of people trying to figure out what the optimal plays are. And it's like, you don't ever play against an optimal person. You're always playing against somebody that has tendencies and room for errors. It's plays like that that I think over the years, personally, I've done very well with. Just kind of giving my opponent the chance to make that mistake. You know, when you win those games where you've got basically, you know, no chance, really. Like, if they play correctly, you just lose. Might as well give yourself a chance for them to play incorrectly. Enough of that. Misty Rainforest here is going to be coming out for Lucas. Adam on a mulligan. And he's going to go ahead and fetch Likely Shock. And a Thoughtseize, so the old lava axe to your own face. Does Lucas use this Brainstorm? Perhaps weighing exactly how bad it is if it gets dazed. We see a Lightning Bolt, Wasteland, True Name Nemesis, Brainstorm at the front of the hand. I'm not sure what that second card is. That may become clear sooner than later. Orb for Adam, the front of his hand. True Name's gotta go. One of the harder cards to stabilize against. Can't really keep it off the board. Any of the counter spells, Flusterstorm and Spell Pierce, not really going to do it. Lucas opting to use the Wasteland. Gets the Soul Read. Like he's going to be in very good shape because of it. So Adam, no mana right now. Dreadhorde Arcanist coming down. Takes out the Tropical Island. Now a Brainstorm. And those dazes are just golden tickets in Lucas's hand. Anything that Adam goes to do here can be easily stopped by these dazes. Dreadhorde Arcanist looking to completely run away with this game. The thing I can say bad about him is he's not doing a ton of damage. It'd be nice if he had a buddy try and close the window here a little bit faster. Not want to try and finish this 1 point at a time. There's a Lightning Bolt in hand. That will speed it up a little bit. Now Death Shadow doesn't typically run basic lands. Much all non-basics. Builds that I've played in the past, so this... Renin 6, this may just be a thing that's going to happen from time to time. Lightning Bolt. Now, that is game. Like Adam just revealing his hand. And the Winter Orb. Stubborn Denial. And Lucas saying, still have all these. So, yeah, Winter Orb may have been nice for you, but would not have been enough. So, Lucas taking you down. 2 games. That is all for this one. But don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.